Hello guys, Michael here again, and welcome to Noble Foods. Um, in this third video, I'll actually tell you what happened when the FDA actually came to, you know, do an inspection at our facility. So first things first, when they came, they actually asked us a couple of questions um, concerning our products. Okay, how we actually uh, do the production. Okay, so that's one thing they would actually ask, and they'll ask you step by step of how you actually do it. So you'd have to note that in your head, and when they come, they ask you that. After they ask every question, they'll probably tell you to actually excuse them so that they actually write a couple of things for you, some things you can fix, you know, like they're trying to help you out, as to how to make things better. Okay. Um, for this video, we didn't know we had to do some couple of things before the FDA came. So uh, I hope you actually take something from this so that you'd actually get all these things done before the FDA come. First of all, you'd actually need, if say you are doing a food manufacturing, like say a dry food or something, when you are applying for the license for the facility, you would actually include the number of products you are starting with. My advice would be you should start with one. Okay, and because when they come, they would actually ask you process for producing that particular product, and then they will actually ask you for um, a food analyst test for the particular product. Okay, so for us at the time we haven't done, at the time they came, we haven't done the food analyst, so they actually was asking us to provide them with that, and then we actually didn't have that at the time. So they actually, in their correction forms, they would actually add that one, you have to get the food analyst test for that particular product. So the food analyst test is a requirement for also getting your product approved. Okay, I'll talk about that more in subsequent videos. That's one thing you would have to do. Um, the next thing you have to do, you have to do an environmental assessment of where the facility is, and the way you'd have to go and get the environmental assessment is more, you'd have to also go to uh, the municipal assembly, as I talked about in the previous video. That's where you also have to go and apply for the environmental assessment. Okay, so that's more like pest control, to check if the environment is suitable enough for you to actually do your production, and they will come and do the inspection, and then they'll give you the certificate. So that's another thing you'd also need. You'd also make sure that there's no naked wires that's visible, because they would actually add that to the correction things you have to fix. So you make sure nothing like that is there, and if there's something there, you should cover it up, nice, something with something permanent. Okay, and then the next thing is you have to make sure the place is well ventilated, the windows are covered, sealed, there are no spaces that can attract insects through. So you have to make sure all those places are covered and all that. Another thing else you have to um, do is you need a record of every single um, production process. You have to record everything. So you need some kind of documents that you've developed to actually save those production process, every single production. So you'd also need something like a badge numbering documentation, documents that you know you need, so that it should, in case a particular badge contains something bad, they will be able to track and then get it out of the market. The next thing too you would need is, I already talked about the food analyst test. Okay, The next thing you need is, okay, a station for the worker where the person will clean their hands, a cleaning station. So like, let's say a bucket and water, liquid soap, a tissue, and yeah. And then you'd also need, something like a scrub or something like a lab coat where the worker, like something the worker will wear. You need gloves, you need face mask, you need the gloves, you need the plastic ones, okay, not the ones used in the hospital. You need slippers, something like Crocs that nurses wear, and then the scrubs, like something like the nurses wear. Um, yeah, face mask, the and then you need a hairnet too. Yes, you need a hairnet too for that. And yeah, so basically you need all these things before you actually apply, so that when they come, you'd have them all available, so that they will not actually give you any corrections. Okay, so yeah, yeah, basically this is what you need to get the facility license. It's a lot of work, but if you're able to get everything done, I mean, you get a license very soon. And for when we went to apply for the FDA, the license for the facility, I don't know, when we applied, it took about a week, and then we got a call, and they actually gave us a date as to when they'll come. You understand? So yeah, and then you have to make sure everywhere is very clean. Like, I mean, the facility, make sure that you don't have any pests and everything around, or that place is not smelling and everything. Just you know somewhere nice. You understand? Yeah, you can use your kitchen and everything. So, yeah. So thank you guys for watching. In the next video, I'll actually share the forms for the forms you actually fill for the facility registration. You understand? Yeah. I'll share that with you, and we can move on from there. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, you just comment below, and then I'll do my best to answer you guys. Thank you very much.